acknowledge that his hands are not as good as everyone else's. I'm like, okay, then
Oh,
why
come
is he
on.
beating them all the time? Why is he beating them all the time? Why is he beating them all the time? Tell me. And it's cause that Chan has a really good strategic mind and makes really good plans. And it's come a long way since he was just a little youngin when he first joined collegiate on what's the Harrisburg University 2020 era, I want to say, before eventually finding his way on the Winthrop, and then Winthrop winning their first ever C-Lowell championship in 2021. Good times, good times.
We got the biggest Frost Forest fan of all time here on the stream.
That's, and you know
And by
what?
the way, I didn't even look at what games were going to be streamed today before I asked Rafa to be on the stream, and then Rafa said yes, and I was like, oh, of course, I had to ask Rafa today. It's the Winthrop day, of course.
Pure
That's just how it
coincidence,
works
baby. Throps out.
every single time.
Utah engage all the way. And this is the meta to have that Utah engage. You got things like Vi, you got Maokai, Sejuani. Although Sejuani's been banned, Wukong has also been taken off the tape. I realize I'm slipping into a southern drawl. It's because
You are, yeah. It's because
The
of
On the Range episode.
the On the Range, yeah.
No, so I mean, I lived in North Carolina for a few years, from 2009 to 2015. There's a
I can't find where I'm.
short few months
keep talking.
when I was doing the Disney professional or Disney college internship. But yeah, I still was in North Carolina, and I swear to God, I picked up a little bit of a like Southern accent by the end of it. But it wasn't this like overemphasized, super Southern style, kind of like that. It was just a little bit of twang, It like it would just come up.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of Love Island, and I've been saying British things every now and then.
Oh, come off it.
Come off it.
Come off it.
But
Rafa,
some of them are
Colomer-
specific. Colomer. Oh, that's.
Colomer
yeah,
has
yeah,
a hard-hitting
question.
question in the chat for you.
Oh, okay.
He asks, Frost Forest or XU? Pick one.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Why would you do that to me? Man.
Choose now. Ooh, the Tristana counterpick into Silas. That's really interesting.
Man, Tristana mid is so gross. I hate it when this champion's meta.
Shit, man. That is so fucked of you, Colomer. Why would you say that to me?
If you don't answer, you owe Angie lunch.
I mean, I'm okay with that. I'd rather not answer and just buy Angie lunch. Shit. Because then more than likely she's going to want lunch from somewhere that's really cool. And she's going to tell me about this new place. And I'll be like, oh shit, I'm going to also buy lunch. And I'll compensate you by also getting you lunch from that exact same place. And then it's a win-win. So
okay,
you,
we're going to take that out of it then. Just answer the question anyway.
No. Don't make me choose between two people I really enjoy.
Do we really have to ban Tarek against CB Gaming?
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Does anyone know Sandwich is OP? I'm really curious now.
And Rakan? This is
okay, wait.
This is pre-buff Rakan. This is 1B, right?
It is pre-buff, yeah. Tarek Jungle. Oh, that's true.
Oh,
that's right.
Kisno
Do you
play
remember?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
I remember. Yeah, dude, Rafa. I can't believe I forgot that. Kisno, this guy's big. I realized why I forgot. It's because he already picked Wukong. And there's like Wukong's not gonna go top. That's not gonna happen. But I was gonna bring up that it was possible that Tristana goes AD and Varus goes support, but now they've selected Nautilus, and we're getting Nautilus Braum for the third time in a row today, and I'm gonna fall asleep.
How? How have we ended up with these champions 3 games in a row?
I don't know. I'm so sad. I'm so disappointed.
There's a lot of Braum recently.
Yeah, it's good into Nautilus, and people are picking Nautilus for some reason.
Yeah, that's basically the only time I see Braum right now.
Oh, did Nautilus get buffed recently? No, right?
No.
No,
Isn't
not
Nautilus
until
getting?
next patch.
Oh, okay. So Nautilus is getting buffed on the next patch. Okay.
Oh, Onat's in the chat. GG's today, Onat. I saw you qualify for playoffs. Congrats.
Ooh, big.
One
Wait,
team
did you
decides
buy
they
a
don't want to
Roa
make
at
their
27
support
minutes?
hate their lives.
Rough
Wait,
early game
Calmer,
Bible though.
are you saying that you're having trouble convincing your supports to play the fun champions? Is that what you're saying?
You're telling
Do
me your
people realize?
supports rather want to play Nautilus than the fun champions?
Yeah, that's
Nautilus is
crazy.
fun. It's point and clicks lockdown. That's easy.
Honestly,
I mean, yeah. But with Nautilus, you can't walk up to the enemy AD carry, make them cry, and steal their lunch money while you do it.
Hailstones, you're the third person to ask me today, and I don't know because it was CJ's. So I'm just gonna ask him and see what he says because I got it from him. So I don't know. I'll
I'm
have
just
an
gonna
answer
Google
for you soon though.
Pokemon bra.
CJ's my husband. Yeah, it is from Hot Topic.
Ah, that adds up.
Pause that. Zoom out. Turn that on. I didn't do the esports timers yet, Samantha, because I forgot.
I'm gonna parsec into your computer and set up so many things for you.
All right, the timer's going. We will have that. We'll have that ready in 3 minutes, and then we'll get right into the game.
We chug it.
All right. Now that I know that it's from Hot Topic, I can respond to the people on Twitter who are asking me. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Got everything set up here. And we will be on the Rift in 2 minutes. Oh no!
Oh my god, Grapes is spectating.
I ruined
Big.
I ruined the thing. All right, well that's my bad. I'll just bring it back to this. My bad. I tabbed to the wrong thing and it ruined the draft for us.
Oh my
It is
god,
a Snorlax
Hyliana.
onesie. Well, is it a onesie or is it just a hoodie?
Me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you.
Oh, it's not a onesie. It's just like it's a pullover hoodie. Yeah.
There you go. Lena's asking in the chat.
Yeah.
Big fan, Lena.
It's a Snorlax pullover hoodie.
Yeah. Okay. What do we think about these drafts here, gamers?
Ass. I'm just
Mentally
kidding.
Jax Wukong top lane.
Yeah, Jax
Victor?
Wukong, Silas, Ezreal,
Silas.
Braum,
Ezreal Braum.
and
There's been a
then
lot more
Cassandra,
Ezreal
Maokai,
priority,
Tristana,
which is really nice.
Varus, and Nautilus.
Wow. Sorry, guys. I literally
okay.
pulled an all-nighter. When I shouldn't
Yeah,
have.
you shouldn't have done that.
I lost track of
Who's
time.
Jax playing into in the top lane?
Cassante.
Gotcha.
That's my bud playing Cassante too.
My bud.
My bud.
Cassante is pretty good. Trist mid into a melee sounds like I would hate to play this the Silas right now. I do think Wukong is going to have fun this game though.
Yeah, I would bet that's true.
Lena,
Wukong,
I too am a big
known good
Kangas
champ.
fan.
We're on hour 23 of watching League of Legends.
Honestly, yeah. It's been a lot recently.
Yeah. No,
The
I like
NACL schedule is intensive.
definitely, definitely. I mean, Axe may be joking when he says that. That
No,
feels
he's not.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's definitely true to me and my mental state at the moment, where I literally went from watching not only NACL, but then into LCK, LPL, and now we're here, open queues.
Yep. Yep.
And then we're gonna watch more NACL while I either get another nap in or I continue working on my room. Yo, my beautiful homies, I mounted 2 guitar wall hangers, 2 shelves. I put up some fucking lights in this room as well.
Minions have spawned.
I redid my sheets. My room feels fucking clean. I put down a goddamn rug. Everything is coming together. I feel like a goddamn adult. Feels so
Nice.
good.
Summer,
I'm
did
so
you
proud of you,
confirm that we're
Raffle.
3 minutes behind? I saw they had a pause early, so I wanted to check.
Oh, well, I can check. It might spoil it a bit. Oh, we are absolutely
We are not.
Okay. Let's wait 2 more minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, that's about right. Okay. When it hits 23, I'll press it. Dragoon, congrats on the win earlier. Congrats on the win. Congrats on playoffs as well. Big moves, big moves. Sorry about the pause, by the way. We need to make sure that the delay is still in place so that teams cannot cheat. Not accusing anyone of anything, but just mitigating the possibility. That's all. My wife left me and took the kids, but at least I have CB gaming. Yeah.
Damn.
I'm glad
Yeah.
they highlighted that.
Me too.
Don't-
I
don't
wouldn't
worry,
have
helps
seen it
me
if they
catch
didn't
that
highlight
one.
it. Yeah. These corn dogs are pretty good.
Bin,
Yeah?
I think you are pretty safe to get the drops all the way out.
I don't know. This game might be kind of tough.
That's true.
I like the
Uh,
Winthrop draft better, apart from Nautilus.
Yeah. The other thing that CB did not do that is, I guess, doesn't punish this draft as
Okay.
much is there's no real tanks on the side of CB that will have a significant income that can actually like stack a bunch of armor and basically negate the majority of Winthrop's damage, right? Because we're seeing this in other leagues as well, where like people are going Tristana mid, which is cool. I'm down with Tristana mid because then it opens up viability for strong solo AP junglers, right?
Yep.
Maokai is not one of them. Maokai.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is, Rava. He shouldn't be, but he is. You know it in your heart to be true.
Demonic Embrace,
Yes.
Sapling,
It's
second
too much.
rush is so bullshit, man.
I
Where's
know.
where's
I
my
know.
where's my Diana? Where's my Fiddlesticks? Where's my Karthus? Where's my Rumble? Give me a goddamn Rumble.
You haven't even mentioned Italy, your favorite.
Smacks, you and I both well know that if you're picking Italy in this meta right now, you are asking to lose. You are asking to lose. And it hurts me saying that because that is my favorite champion. But if you are picking Nidalee right now and you're just not already that much better than your opponent, you will get like it makes me so sad. You have to operate with such proficiency and it's okay,
You also didn't mention Elise. Elise is quite good. It does seem that it's that time of day. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. This is a co-stream where we are hanging out and talking about whatever we want. There's a game going on. We're trying to give coverage to that game, and we will talk about the game when stuff cool happens. However, the first 3 minutes of a game of League of Legends, I know it, you know it, we all know it, it's boring as shit. So we're going to talk about whatever we want. I hope that you enjoy the game. It does not offend any of us to watch the stream muted if that's what you prefer. If you do want to watch a casted game, definitely feel free to tune into Regdor Casts, where he is casting this very same game at the same time. So you can watch the exact same game, casted instead, on another stream. Definitely please do that. There's also another stream going on at Salty Runback Pod, where you can watch the other game that's going on. Here on this stream, we're just going to be hanging out. So if you don't want to do that, that's okay. It's completely fine. I'm just letting you know what you signed up for by tuning into the stream.
So how do you guys feel about wieners?
I mean, these ones are quite good. I'm having a nice time eating these.
Nice. I really wish I had some wieners or some corn dogs or something to eat. Instead, I'm eating buffalo wings, which are also pretty good. It felt topical to eat buffalo wings on Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense.
There is a Super Bowl today. Yes, It's so nice of Rihanna to allow them to play football in the middle of her concert today. Actually,
Real.
True. You know what? Now that you mention it, I think I will be watching the Super Bowl.
Let's go! Summer's gonna come to our Discord Super Bowl party.
I'm just gonna turn it on for Rihanna's halftime show. Although, I've heard the Philadelphia Eagles are in the final this year.
Yep.
You know, I did grow up with the Eagles when I was in elementary school. So, like, I moved to a small town called Yardley in 2001. My mom and my soon-to-be stepdad, they weren't married yet. And because everyone was into football, that was the, for any American football fans, longtime American football fans, that was the year where Donovan McNabb was the shit. He was the quarterback for the Eagles at the time. And everywhere I went, everyone was talking about Donovan McNabb. So that was the only time where I paid attention to American football. And ever since then, I did not, because I didn't live in Pennsylvania that long. I moved back to Utah. And for anyone that knows Utah does not have American football pro league teams. So yeah,
you know what?
Yeah.
I deserve this conversation for bringing up NBA last week, so I'll sit through it patiently.
Yeah, that's all. I mean, yeah, we don't have anything of significance for American football, but we do have the Jazz, and the Jazz are pretty tight.
Well,
are they not tight right now?
They're struggling to keep 500.
Let's
right
go,
now.
Avano.
Well done on the roam there, McKenzie.
Yeah, that's a good hook. Yeah, I don't really care much about football. The only thing that I like about football is it is where I got my start with camera work. And the fundamentals of observing are all fully utilized in football camera work. And all of the NFL camera people are some of the most talented people on earth.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So watching the NFL for the camera work and the coverage of the games alone is my main pull. I'm not actually too interested in the sport. Never played it, obviously, because I'm 80 pounds.
That is one of the reasons why I like watching the NBA so much.
ZZ Impact, it seems you missed the intro to this game. We're just podcasters. We're not really going to talk about the game until something interesting happens. Like, Last Dance is insta-cleanse, but he's going to die.
Ooh! Nice ult.
That was a nice fair ult.
Well done. The patience there from DKG was really good, because Last Dance, He waited for all of the summon stuff. Okay, well, you just got meta knighted. No, I'm sorry. That's just how it happens.
Let's go, my bud! Giving Phenom the all-out excursion special, where you get taken out back. There's a giant.
Okay.
And
okay, well.
Whoa!
Whoa. Hold on. Hold on now. Oh god. By the way, Brandon, you can leave those messages up. I didn't see what the third one was. I was in the middle of reading it and then they got boomed from my screen. So if the third one was like really bad, I trust your judgment on that. Okay, but people, it is kind of understandable that like people, you can do that. Yeah, that's fine. You're allowed to. I did give you the sword. But yeah, if people don't know what the stream is, I understand. I probably did come off a little snarky when I explained it, so that's yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. But
to say it a little nicer, we do have an LCS caster and a LCS level observer on the podcast. We have the game knowledge to talk about this.
We do, and I
that's
play
not the
support
vibe.
sometimes.
Summer does play support. Summer plays quirky support sometimes.
Okay, well, one time. I did that one time. Do not give me a sword. My horny ass could not moderate Summer's chat.
My horny ass could not work at the sword factory.
Jesus.
Oh god.
Well,
Yo! There goes Faith.
There goes Faith.
Faith's in the chat?
Not anymore.
Yeah, Cricket Circle.
Oh.
Not anymore.
Untime her out. Untime her out. She has been timed out from the Challengers League chat many times though. No,
Oh.
Colin immediately timed her out again.
No.
Oh god. Oh, this chat is so fun. Anyway, CB Gaming, I definitely think that they came into the series as the favorite, but they are definitely losing there.
Yeah, but Bud is kind of going crazy. He is not going to
dead.
live on that one. That was a really
Happy
good
birthday,
flash from
Phenom EX, by the way. It is his birthday tomorrow, but we won't be watching him tomorrow, so happy birthday to that.
Celebrate it today.
Yeah, that was a good flash. That was a really good play from him there.
Yeah. This is also this is a strong position for Winthrop right now. Most of them
I
are
love
on-
the double knockout. It just looks so silly.
Oh, crossburst. Oh,
Oh! Oh!
Yeah,
Malkine
this is-
moment.
This is really good.
Yeah.
Winthrop,
I mean,
they're,
he's so strong.
yeah. Demonic Embrace already completed. Kisno not on Divine Sunder quite yet. Shield Bow, Mythic. I mean, Essence Reaver is a decent one, but I mean, Last Dance doesn't have the tier stacking up, so this Ezreal is not quite accelerated yet. So actually, I feel like I'm missing something. Are we not going to see a tier from Ezreal? Because I feel like
No, we're not.
It's Essence into Quick Links.
Okay. So this is the crit build that
Yeah.
I've been hearing about.
It is.
Okay.
Quick Blades is crazy, and then you typically will see
Rack.
sometimes Kraken. If you're really late game, then oftentimes Shield Bow has more value at that point. But if your team does feel like you're struggling to kill the tanks, then you can definitely go Kraken instead.
Yeah.
There's still a possibility for Ezreal's to build tier. It's mostly a preference thing.
Yeah, some Ezreals want to build Frozen Heart.
Yeah.
As we saw last week.
All right.
This
so
is not a bad Frozen Heart game, but only if you have more mana.
I will say, because you already have Mabud and you technically also have Kenji, even though Kenji's not going to be like an actual tank with income to make him super beefy. you do have 1.5 frontliners, so Frostforce gets to live the dream of full AP Maokai, which is just disgusting, but, you know.
If
can
Kenji
do
buys a Radiant Virtue, then I support this decision.
Yeah, he has the Kindle
he
gem
doesn't-
that does go into the item.
Yeah, but it also goes into all of the items.
Correct.
That's true.
And
It
Kenji
does go
will,
into about 80 different items.
Kenji will need
Yep.
the income to do it. But, I mean, they're already 3,000 gold ahead. They have pretty decent map control. They're burning down this bottom turret. Probably just one more push off
Yeah.
of Frostforce looking for a hover there. That tower should die.
I
Is there-
support AP Maokai on next patch when Radiant Virtue is significantly weaker. On this patch, I think it is just so much worse than Radiant Virtue. That item is insane. That is way too good.
That I could see that. Also, does Locket have an Aegis in the build path?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then we will actually not know what Kenji's building until
Yep.
he finishes the item.
Until
because
it's
all
done.
of the support items build the exact same path now.
It's pretty funny.
You know, if it makes the room feel any better, CB won't have a Radiant Virtue. So even if Kenji doesn't build
That's
one,
true,
since
yeah.
Frostforce is not building Radiant Virtue, then no one has the Radiant Virtue advantage. Maybe both teams both agreed before the beginning of the game and said, hey, you're not going to
No
build Radiant
more
Virtue, right?
Virtue.
No more Virtue? Yeah, no more
Oh,
Virtue?
wow.
Nice. We're not
I
going to
mean,
cringe. We're not going to build the
Nobody
good
on
item.
CB really wants to build that, to be honest, so...
I mean, but
Braum
they
could do
could have
it.
agreed by saying, hey, we're going to draft champions that don't build Virtue. So even if you draft champions that build it, don't fucking build it, right? Like, so. And
I like the
Frostforce said
theory.
that, yeah. Because now he gets to build full AP Maokai, so anytime a sapling connects, you actually just want to cry and recall. Go back to base.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see the vision. You kind of already want to cry without the AP item, though, is the thing
That's
on Maokai.
true.
Yeah, this is the
These-
first game, Kaya.
He's the first game of the season. Or
Dude.
series.
There is a game I casted with, I think it was Beatdown last week, and there's this insane fight that I think it was a FlyQuest game, and FlyQuest had like pulled off this like miracle fight, and they were about to do the Baron, and then Masu walks past the bush, and a goddamn sapling like kills him for like a third of his HP, and
Yeah.
I just remember going, I fucking hate this champion. I hate, and in the moment, I meant to say I hate saplings. I just hate the way the saplings works. Because I generally do
Yep.
love Maokai and his kit. He's a really fun tank to play because I feel like there's a lot of things you get to do. Yes, they're very easy to execute, but there's a lot you get to do, right? But the saplings and the way it works right now is just so obnoxious.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maokai is one of my favorite champions in the game, and anytime his AP build is meta, he is my least favorite champion.
Yeah.
Because it's also not
It's
that
kind of an
fun to
abomination,
play.
Yeah.
Like, Tank Maokai is so much more fun of a play than the W in.
Oh wait,
Q.
this is a really good angle. Holy
Oh my
shit.
god.
Did you get
This
Kisno?
here- Oh, no.
Okay, well it's just all on Ivano, but Ivano's got reset, so he can just reposition towards the
Niv9's
left
gonna
side.
get spells.
This Wukong ult. Oh! Oh, the knockback. That was huge.
He needs a reset.
That was
Okay.
that
the
was
Q
literally
with-
fight saving.
All right, Ivano can now reposition. There we go.
Ivano just saved the fight
Yeah.
with that ult. That was beautiful. Well done. Yeah, because Kisno had like a crazy flank. He killed TKG on the backside. He still had another Wukong ultimate he's about to use.
Yep.
But yeah, that Tristan ultimate was really, really good. It's not every day you see a Tristan ultimate like actually the utility of it used that much. It's mostly just like an extra burst of damage, you know?
I mean, it comes down to the threat assessment and the awareness that the player is undergoing, right? You know, Ivano clearly taking stock of, man, Phenom, let my bud recall, bro. Oh no, it's a bait.
no.
It's a
Goodbye,
bait.
Phenom.
Oh no.
Jack's ult is making him quite tanky. The knockbacks are just so annoying, though.
Yeah.
As we were saying, praising Ivano, you mentioned like Tristana's mostly just want to like charge up a full bomb satchel charge and then just explode them with Buster Shot and one shot is squishy. But I just recognizing that the way that CB wins these fights is finding crazy flank angles and pincer maneuvers and just attempting to blow up the backline. Because once Tristana and Varus are gone, no one on Winthrop has like consistent sustained damage that can beat everyone. Like unless Mabud just goes crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Cassante is...
Because Cassante is a thing, but like you can kite him out, especially like if Ezreal gets there. But like Ivano played that fight really well. ZKG does not have as much freedom with mobility, but you know, Ivano just using rocket jumps very strategically and just positioning himself and waiting to use the right spells at the right time.
Yeah, not to like sound like I'm flaming, but Last Dance also missed some really crucial cues in that last fight that would have
Sure.
finished off multiple people.
Sure.
So that fight could have gone the other way. It was on such tight margins.
There's that Leandri's completed for Frost Forest. It is Radiant Virtue for Kenji. Look at that.
Let's go.
Woo!
Okay.
This is such a massive item spike, actually. Winthrop can take any
Yeah.
fight that they want right now. They
These
can
fights
4v5
not
easily.
be nearly as close.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, like, if we're gonna be honest, the game is kind of over at this point. Like,
Yeah, really, though.
The two items. Everyone on Winthrop is pretty much on 2 items. That needs to be on 2 items. Everyone else on CB is struggling to get that second item online. So at this point, I think as Winthrop, you just need to brute force your way into Baron and force them to take a fight with you, or you just take a free objective, which is what they're already doing right now. They're taking the proper steps. They're clearing out vision, making sure that there's no sneak flank angles that CB can kind of cheat their way through the
Oh,
jungle.
and there's the sneak flank angle. They found it.
Yep, illegal. Can't be there.
Yep. You just pick a quadrant of the enemy team's jungle and sit there.
I
Yeah,
mean, at this,
that's the
yeah,
Baron too.
yeah. At
Good
this point,
quadrant to pick.
the rest of CB, I mean, they can try splitting on both bot and mid wave and just see if they can exchange. I like this look from Kisno. Kenji's got bodyguarded though.
And he's
Dead.
dead.
Yeah.
Sandwich also in trouble here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
I
gone.
think Sandwich is willing to give his life because they're all just trying to buy time for Last Dance to get objective bounties on that turret. So it's somewhat a decent of a trade. It's not ideal, but I mean, this is
I think
this-
Phoenix dies too, yeah.
yeah. This is the situation that CB are in. They're so they are 10k gold down at this point. So
Yeah. This one's cooked.
it is seared.
Well done, Winthrop, though.
Yeah, Winthrop played this game very cleanly.
Yeah. Ivano's team fight, that one's a highlight reel moment for sure. Ivano crushed
Absolutely.
that. And Maokai is just a broken champion also. So like the objective setup was pretty free for them too.
Yeah. And once again, I mean, like, obviously, I love when Frost Force gets to play like his signature Kane or even like a Kindred game every once in a while. But I know that like playing, this
Great
It's a-
flash.
it's a good idea from CB. You just gotta Fnatic Death Rush Ivano at some point and see if you can get lucky, right?
I don't think the stasis works too much here.
No,
Still
and Phenom gets knocked in with the Q3.
Oh. I was close to killing Ivano, but I mean, Wukong from behind is just so ass.
Yeah.
Compared to Wukong from ahead.
The fact that this Wukong is
Pentakill? Wait. Penta? No, Ivano!
Oh, it timed out.
Frost Forest had it anyway.
Yeah.
No, Ivano stole it. It was
Yeah,
gonna be a
Ivano
Penta
took
for
it.
ZKG.
Oh, I didn't realize that was gonna be a Frost.
No, it was gonna be a
no,
ZKG
ZKG Penta.
Oh, ZKG Penta.
Penta.
Okay. Sorry. Listen, when I see a team fight happening between a team that is 10,000 gold ahead,
Yeah.
it's like unless like the team that's ahead is just like severely misplaying, they should just be able to wallet diff them like
Yeah.
literally an Elon Musk moment where you just like, it doesn't matter, I have more money than you. Just get shit on. But
I can buy Twitter on a whim. Is that what you're saying?
yep, yep.
For
Get
funsies?
musked. I've been
Oh
trying to
boy.
pitch that to Josh. It's like, hey, could we make this a thing where? But then I decided against it. After
Yeah.
learning more about the person that Elon is, and I was like,
Yeah.
so anyway,
Probably a good
uh,
call. I
yeah.
mean, clean game for Winthrop. Like that was really good. I do want to point out, Collimer mentioned it in the chat and Messages mentioned it in the interview that the biggest thing that they had an issue with against CBG was the draft. How creative they were in the draft, how like they had like this wacky pocket picks and things that you couldn't really prep for. And I understand where Collimer's coming from here, where like this game really didn't have any of that. It was just like just normal stuff all across the board. So I wonder if they're gonna change that up and throw some more spice in there for the next game.
Hmm.
Also,
What was
another thing
supposed
about
to
this
be
draft,
what were the pocket picks that they've run before? Like the
they've got
Tart?
a few. I mean, the Tarek Jungle is one of them. Let me pull up these. Kisno's been playing like Kindred as well. That one is pretty fun. Um, I think Last Dance had like a Vayne game or something, if I'm
Oh,
remembering
that's
correctly.
exciting.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Let me pull this up.
I think the Vayne game was the one against TFT in the Swiss, right?
I think I think that sounds pretty familiar to me. Let me pull this up. Um, mm-mm-mm. They had Volibear top for one of the games. That was pretty funny. Um, oh yeah, they had Seraphine Senna. I forgot about that. Yeah, so they had a draft where their only magic damage was Seraphine from Last Dance, and then they had Olaf Wukong set topside, which was crazy, and then they paired Senna with
Ooh.
it too. So that was pretty fun. Um, the no, so the TFT game was the Varus game, but Nem was playing Cassiopeia mid. That was sick. They had
Right.
they had Blitzcrank support that game too.
Mm.
That was pretty nuts. Um, Let me keep pulling these up. Yeah, some more Blitzcrank here. Darius top in one of these games. They had a Yone for Nem9 in one of these too. Yeah. I mean, a lot of this variety does like strike me as something that would be much more difficult to prepare for. Um there is there is also the thing where Winthrop clearly had the read that even on blue side they weren't going to pick Maokai because Maokai is like easily the best champion on this patch. It's not even close. So they had that read so Frost Forest could pick Maokai, and I mean, depending on what the side select is here, they could just get blue side Maokai on Winthrop side and then just make it really, really free. So yeah,
Yeah.
some interesting stuff.
You know, when it comes to pocket picks, all the ones you mentioned are pretty cool and all, but nothing will ever beat Moose Haters Garen. Like every time I see that shit come out, I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
And the reason why I thought of that is I was going through my timeline, and Moose Hater got a shout out from Goldberg on LEC apparently because Adam from BDS is also playing Garen. So I'm assuming at some point in the call, during the cast or something, like just shouted out Moose Hater, which tells me that Goldberg watches Challengers League, which is really cool.
True.
That is
Um,
cool.
I know that the LEC does rate Challengers League, but I mean,
Yeah.
I never know how many of the European community is actually like staying and tuning in to like what is going on in Challengers League. I so
The Moose Hater fandom is worldwide, Rafa. You can't escape it.
let's go, dude. If we see Garen in LPL or an LCK,
Into the Casante.
yeah, Yeah. I mean,
pretty good.
I mean, specifically into the Cassante, it just shits on it. Like, what is
Yeah.
Cassante supposed to do? Takes it all out, and Garen's like, "Oh, you just depleted a majority of your health pool. Justice." It's like execute is incredibly based. So
Yeah. All right, I have a new thing for us to do.
okay. 20 questions.
We're gonna go through my normal game match history and look at all the support games that I've played.
Oh no.
Ha!
Oh.
Huh.
Are these OPGGs? Will you be able to see that
Yeah.
I've been the one terrorized by most of these
Yes.
picks? Great.
Yeah, you'll see
Perfect.
this.
I just need the world to know
Let's
my truth.
yeah, let's give it a look. So here we go. So the most recent game is Belveth, where you can see I got
Nice.
MVP. We won this game. Pretty
LeBlanc
good. Samantha was
support.
playing mid.
I
I haven't
was
played that with Samantha
mid
yet.
in that one.
Oh, and Tiff.
Yep, Tiff was the victim of that
Hmm.
lane with me.
She
that
just wanted to
time.
play a normal game of League of Legends, and you subjected her
Yeah.
to Belvussy support.
Yep. I got some Aurelion Soul in here. I've been trying that champion out a lot. It's been pretty fun. This is a Varus support game. That was pretty fun. Yeah, I mean, Unemployed Varus is a phenomenal pick. Big fan of that one. Here's the Corki support game. OPGG says I got 5th. I
You
guess.
placed higher than me.
I suppose I did. I don't know why I got 5th there, but yeah, I mean, this game we just got dunked on by Zach.
Yeah,
So.
we got zacked really hard.
You got flubbered.
Yeah. Let's see what else is here. Oh, this isn't the Samira support game. That was a regular one. I did play Samira support though.
Yeah. I played
Um,
Caitlyn support in one of Summer's
that's
games there, the
Jin.
Lucian game.
Jin support. Oh yeah, that's true. Jin support. That was pretty fun. That was with Tessa. This is like a month ago. I think I might have done this on my other account. Let's see. Let's give it a look. Normal here.
That's blind pick.
Oh yeah, this is no, this is still right. This is the Riven support game. Yeah,
Yep.
that was ass.
I
Talon
shouldn't-
support.
I also really shouldn't have played Neela that game.
Probably not. Yeah, I liked the extra experience I got from you.
That's what my thought process was. I was like, oh, Neela Riven, like we can go in together.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good.
So Caitlyn
I
with Talon.
did lose a Belveth support game. Oh no.
Wait, so
I didn't
Oh,
know
but
if
it was with Faith. That doesn't count.
you, you have this
Come
Caitlyn
on.
Talon game, and I'm assuming the only purpose is that you just hard shove with your rake and obviously Caitlyn range, and you just go roam.
And then murder, yeah.
Yeah. So
It was
you
fun.
abuse the Caitlyn push just to roam freely on everyone. Wow.
We got Nasus support. That's pretty normal. Ivern support, and yes, I was supporting this game.
The Nasus support is where we found out that I have kind of crazy Callista mechanics.
Yeah, you're pretty good at Callista. That's true. Heimerdinger support. That's normal. Here's another Belveth game. Oh, this is the perfect game one. Look at this.
Oh yeah. That is our
this is the one.
first run of the Belveth support. Summer was above me in the pick order, so the problem with most of these is that Summer doesn't hover a champion, and if Summer picks after me, she waits until 1 second and then locks in anything. So I don't even know what I'm laning with to like prepare for it, or like pick a champion that would like synergize with it. And I've been playing Kaylin a lot, so I normally just try and get first pick for my team.
Caitlyn's a good champion.
There's an Ari one in here.
The Belveth game was one of the few ones where I was knowing it was coming, and I was like, okay, so what sounds good with Belveth? Callista. We just go in, and then when we hit 6, I can even throw Belveth into the enemy team. Like that sounds pretty good.
It worked really well. Yeah, that lane was really funny. Yeah, the Talia game was actually also quite good. I would play this again. This was fun.
Talia was good. Yeah.
I'm trying to look for any more support games. Oh, Twisted Fate. That one was pretty bad.
Yeah, that one wasn't great. I didn't like it when you full Talia comboed my minion wave and then told me it was my fault that I didn't get the minions. You
I only
full
did that one
comboed
time.
them. You full comboed them, and you're like, you queued too early.
I only did that once. It was my fault though. Yeah. But yeah, see, there's the evidence. I'm not lying. You can look at it on my accounts there. You can see what I'm talking about.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I did play 12 ranked games 2 days ago. Most of those were with Summer, and that day I went 8-4. So Summer support is pretty goated.
Honestly, the real reason that it's working is because we're playing in like gold, and I'm
That's
just
true.
better than everybody in those games. That's not even EO. That's like just a rank thing. And so I could just play whatever, and it's fun. So, but it is like I am trying. It's not that I'm not trying to win the games. I'm picking these like wacky champions, which might indicate otherwise. But once the game starts, I try to win the game. Okay, you gotta understand that.
She does.
Anyway,
She does play her
there
heart
we go.
out. The only downside is gold players have very fragile mental, and some of them do just tilt when they see Belvat's support get locked in.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that has happened a few times.
It's just like,
That
I
has
don't want to
definitely
have to
happened a few
deal with
times.
this.
The
What is
Samira
this?
support game was genuinely pretty good, but our teammates did not play the game because they were just too busy typing about the fact that we locked in Samira support.
Yeah. Oh look, Maokai got banned. Look at
Maokai
that.
got banned.
You're definitely not supposed to have to ban Maokai on blue side, I have to say.
Unless they
That
want to
that is a bit
prioritize
worrying.
Caitlyn. Unless they want to prioritize Caitlyn.
Caitlyn
His
did get
last.
through, and it's a Wukong.
Yeah.
Mm.
This is the fan treatment, true.
Okay.
Now he gets to play Lee Sin, right?
Oh, there ain't no way Frostforce is
Probably
playing Lee
Vi.
Sin. Yeah, it's probably a Vi angle.
Yeah, I mean the Maokai Wukong matchup did not really work too well for Kisno last game, so
Yeah. I mean, if I'm ZKG, you probably could just go for Ezreal Karma or Caitlyn
this is a Varus
Karma.
game. No, it's a Varus game. You go Varus with Karma. If you're gonna pick Caitlyn, then you go Lux, and if you're gonna pick Ezreal, then you want to wait until the other team blocks in. But this is the Seraphine Senna lane. Pretty cool.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah. Seraphine is one of those champions where you can draft full AD and it's fine. Because her damage is really crazy.
Yep.
So I like it. This is back to the thing that got them here in the first place. They've won a lot of games with this, so gonna be fun. Yeah, Winthrop
Ooh,
won the
Jason.
first game really easy. So yeah.
Okay, this opens up some possibilities now for actually Frostforce because now that you have Varus and Jace, you're setting up a poke comp, right? So now you either need strong disengage from top lane or jungle so that you can make sure that you don't get immediately hard run down by Wukong Cyclone into Seraphine ulti.
Mhm.
Or you need like some type of finishing damage from jungle. So this would set like because I don't know if Ivano plays Jace mid, but that would be pretty sick
I think he
to
does.
Hear me out, Rafa. Hear me out. Hear me out.
What's up?
This is the Nidalee game.
No, this would have been a this unironically this would be a really good Lilia game, which unfortunately
True.
has been banned.
It was
So
banned.
really good scouting from CB
Yeah,
because
that's good mindfulness.
for the most part, until Senna gets extremely long range, like this would have been really nice for Lilia to operate in because everyone wants to go in, and so then
I think you're looking for Silas here.
Silas would be really good. You could still flex it. I'm pretty sure Frostforce could play a jungle, and then you keep your hands, you keep your cards behind.
Oh,
Yo,
wow.
Oh,
yeah!
the slam.
Someone get Lori back in here. Where'd Lori go?
Frostforce's been watching my goat speaker. Oh my god!
Wow.
You know what's funny?
Mumu jungle.
there's some of my coworkers think a Moo Jungle is trash and it shouldn't work, and I'm like, guys, like I know it's not Maokai, but like in certain situations, especially
Oh, there's the
s-
Yone.
since now that Wukong doesn't
Rude.
have as strong like early skirmishing, like I mean you can still skirmish, right? But I think they've toned down his ability to just win raw fights. I think like especially at Mumu when you are there second, your counter ganks are so devastating because in order to do shit, you have to commit. So this is
Mm.
really good punish by Winthrop because now and then and now yeah, this
Ooh,
is
that's a good pick.
yeah. Uh I I will say that the Yasuo ban by Winthrop is curious unless they just don't play Yasuo
That's an
and
M9 pick.
okay.
I think they should have banned Yone also, or probably even instead. I think Yone is a more important ban than Yasuo is, but that is an M9 pick. So
Yeah. But if someone on Winthrop could play Yasuo, that would have been super sick because then not you're already getting rid of Seraphine ulti with Windwall,
mhm.
but then it also would have been super good at Ornn ulti. So the nice thing for CB is
Mm.
that they have incredible long range engage, which helps combat against the long range siege and poke from Winthrop. Because if you just let Winthrop set up first and you don't immediately pull the trigger, then they're just going to poke you down. And then once you're low enough, Frost Force will commit for you and stun everyone up. He is technically the only source of AP, so he probably will
Yes, he
rush
is. Yeah,
Demonic Embrace.
he
I
should. I think it'll be demonic and then radiant virtue.
probably yeah.
That's what I want to see out of this.
Now, if Winthrop just destroy CB, I would not be surprised if Frost Force goes for like demonic into Night Harvester or Proto Belt and just full
Rocket
AP
Belt, a moo.
holy hand grenade Amumu. Just the one shot.
Bandage toss, proto belt in into a 5-man Amumu
This is
nuclear
what I'm saying.
ult. Sounds pretty
We
good.
need we need Lori here so we get the expert's opinion on a moo.
You know what? I can ping her. Hang on.
She was in the chat earlier.
Which was she? My goat.
Yeah, she was just
Yeah.
a few hours ago, but yeah, she was here a little bit. Um, yeah, wow. Okay. It's Poke Ferris, by the way. I can see the in-game screen. It's Comet on ZKG, so um that is there. Let me make sure that the timer is actually going. Oh, it's
Summer has
paused. Okay.
permitted the term bitch.
I did do that, yeah. They're paused in the game, so we're gonna wait here for a little while longer. But yeah, it is Poke Ferris this game. So the reason that I like it, by the way, is because you have Gangplank on your team. So you actually don't need that much consistent DPS. Because he's going to just one shot people. So as long as you're assisting with the one shot, it will work really well. So I actually think Poke Ferris is really good. It also you get more CDR that way for your ult, which I
Mhm.
always love having when you have big burst champions like Gangplank on your team. The Jace also helps that a ton. Like I think the combo makes a lot of sense. And you're not like the issue I guess would be that like there's an Ornn on the team, right? But I think it's probably going to be okay. I think Gangplank is going to have a pretty nice time scaling up into the Ornn. So
Is Poke really that happy into the sustain coming out of Seraphine Senna though? I feel like Poke into sustain is not very
when you've got Gangplank, it's good because he just
okay.
kills them.
Yeah, so it comes down to whether the poke becomes lethal
Mm.
to CB and how fast cuz like I mean Seraphine sustain is really good later on into the game. But the later we get onto the game, it also just depends on how far ahead or how everyone is curved. Like if everyone were just to shake hands and say everyone's just going to scale, we're going to get there. Like if Mabud lands a crit barrel onto Senna or Seraphine, they're dead. They won't get a chance
Mhm.
to cast Seraphine Power
That's true.
W.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, the poke build, I fully endorse poke build in this game.
yeah,
It's very good. Very good.
which is why I think the onus is on Kisno and Nem9 to link up, hold hands platonically, and absolutely rip apart the map. I think I
Yeah.
don't know how the Yone Jace matchup goes because we're heading into new territory. No longer Jace Akali or Silas Akali, Azir, all that shit, right? This is exciting landscape in the mid lane where it's melee mids. But I would imagine that on a straight up 2v2, if no one commits cooldowns first, Kisno and Nem9 should win the Amumu Jace 2v2. It's only when you expend shit and then you're left out to dry and then Amumu punishes, right? So
Mhm.
Frostforce has to be really uh careful about where he's pathing to and whether he gets spotted by Kisno or Nem9 or how well he's being tracked.
Why not AP Varus this game? I mean, you can still go AP Varus with Comet. It's worse than Halo Blades, right? But you can still do that. He might be doing it. Well, I've got the game paused, so I'm just waiting for us to actually get into it. Speaking of, it's about that time. No, Lizzo.
Woo!
Woo!
We're almost ready. And yeah. Mabud and Winthrop already up 1-0 in this series. And here we are. We're on the Rift.
Did
Oh,
y'all
Timer,
see?
timer, spoilers.
Don't look at that. Don't look at that.
Nobody saw that.
A summoner has disconnected.
Nobody saw anything.
A summoner has
Saw what?
disconnected.
Exactly.
A summoner
Good
has
boy.
disconnected. A summoner has disconnected.
Hmm.
Let's not awaken more out of Rafa today. We already did that. enough.
Hmm.
What do you mean? He's falling asleep on the cast. I gotta wake him up.
I'm not falling asleep. Actually,
I'm just picking on you.
I do
30
need
seconds
at
until
some
minions
point.
spawn.
I need food.
Well, this could be the last game. You can go get food right now.
You
if
can
you want
go.
to, as long as it doesn't take too long.
But
I went
don't,
and got food during the messages interview.
I don't have.
Yeah,
the energy
I got
to
food in the
go
middle
get
of just
food.
nothing.
Oh my god, the level
Well,
one!
This is not the start that CB Gaming wanted.
Yeah, boy got moomed.
Drops out for Winthrop. And it goes
Boy
over to
got
ZKG. Oh man. So not only ZKG is gonna have an accelerated build path
Oh, the tier,
towards
yeah.
the tier is already stacking up. So this Muramana is gonna
It's gonna be so fast.
it's gonna complete on an earlier time window, and so this is where like Winthrop are already like setting in motion. If you have push advantage over Seraphine Senna, and you can find windows where Kisno is on the opposite side of the map, you go for a first dragon after the first 5 minutes. You chain that into the second dragon, where that is where ZKG and most of Winthrop should have like solid item spikes. It's like, if you want to fight us here when our Varus is already this far ahead, like, good luck. Good luck. So Kisno's got to find himself some extra money by killing people, and before we get to that point.
Phenom got the grass proc. He won the trade.
Well, Mabud got first strike, so who really won the trade?
The Bud gets gold. Phenom gets permanent HP.
Well, gold is permanent.
You spend it.
Yeah, and then you have it in an item. Unless you sell the item. I don't recommend doing that.
You never know.
I guess I don't, yeah. For anyone who's just tuning in, hello. We are in the second game of this series. Winthrop took the first one, and as a reminder of the stakes of this one, if you lose this set, you are out of the qualifier in group stage as 4th seed, letting you, I believe, no points at all, which is not ideal if you want to make it into the top 4 of the promotion relegation event. These teams have already lost a set each. CB Gaming went 1-2 against Native, and Winthrop went 0-2 against Team Ambition.
And
Wow.
Whoa.
Another turret.
Wow. I mean, really good for Ivano. Once he's committed to that play and there's no way out backwards, if the only way out is forward, you at least get the trade 1-for-1, but also Kisno being able to clean up that one. We talked about it before, right? Like, Kisno's got to get himself a little bit accelerated before we get to that, like, second dragon fight that will probably happen. Or even.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll want to fight on the first dragon because no one will be level 6. Maybe Nem9 and Ivano. But
Wukong is just so bad when he's down items.
yeah,
That champion
yeah.
does nothing.
yeah.
So this is important for sure.
Kisno, you can be the hero for Team CB.
Rafa, you ever watched the Wheel of Time show or read the books?
I've heard about it. I don't think I've definitely not seen it, and I don't think I've read it.
You're into Lord of the Rings, yeah?
Yeah.
I firmly believe, after watching both of them, that the Wheel of Time Season 1 is better than the Lord of the Rings movies.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. You should tell Kangas that.
Yeah,
You should tell Kathy. Like,
I'm
any
not
of
a big Lord of the Rings fan, but that is a very hot take.
Yeah, that is. Oh,
That was nice. Good
beautiful.
Varus of you.
I'm not gonna front.
Oh, the Ignite! Oh, flash for the auto, bro! Kenji, what are you doing?
He's
You
going.
had
He's
him.
going. He's going around. He's going
No,
around. He's going
it
around.
would have just been traded for barrier. He made the right call.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my God.
Boom.
Hey, oh!
Scorch.
So
Oh.
close. The Scorch already
man.
happened.
I don't think Last Dance believed ZKG when he fired out the piercing arrow. Last Dance probably thought, I can dodge this, or this is. And then, oh yeah, W active, execute.
Yeah, that champion's
Yeah.
pretty silly.
The
Again.
WQ does a lot of damage.
I must endorse unemployed Varus. Please get it while it's hot.
He
Play
does-
your games of unemployed support Varus. It's very fun.
Varus does have a great time when all he has to do is sit there and throw arrows.
Oh,
Super early flash there from the Bud. A wise choice if he intends on staying in this lane after this. And it seems he does. Kisno only level 4, so can't do much.
Yep, already teleported
That's-
back to the lane. Wouldn't have been too
Yeah.
happy with the reset there.
That's something that I think more solo laners should do, is as soon as a gank comes, if you know that, like, if you know that they're probably going to chunk you really low, just flash it, you know?
yeah.
Because then you get to stay in the lane, and they're probably not going to keep going, especially in an instance like that where they use Born ultimate. Oh my god,
All right,
Winthrop
Last Dance.
is just crushing it right now.
Yeah, this gank is pretty brutal.
It's okay.
I don't think
We don't
Last
have-
Dance is...
We don't have to talk about it. It's
So,
okay for us, Forrest. You found the positioning there. You don't have to hit your spells at that point.
Yeah, so y'all remember when we were talking about, like, hey, if this draft kind of goes even, we'll just get to the point where the poke will one-shot or kind of take out the squishies before they get to be healed up by Seraphine W. We're approaching a point where the pokers are so accelerated that they're just going to be chunking out CB members before they even have major items completed.
Yeah. This game is now almost entirely on Nem9 to, like, 1v9 it. 'Cause
Yeah.
he's the only one who has backline access and can kill ZKG and Ivano, etc. He's literally the only one who can do that. Seraphine is not going to deal any damage at this point. Senna is so decelerated that, like, her scaling is not gonna. It's gonna take so long. Senna is one of those champions where on support you do want to have items. And at this point, we're probably going to see an Umbral Glaive rush, and then like you're not a damage threat on this champion anymore if you do that. So
Yeah. Also want to mention, Frost Forest has rushed the Sorcerer's Boots.
oh,
Oh,
it's pretty fun.
The M-Pen build is coming in hot. As soon as Frost Forest completes the Demonic Embrace, I guarantee that Winthrop, albeit a miracle outplay from CB, should just be a victory that Winthrop continue. Now, this actually would be really huge for CB if they just secure this Rift Herald, no contest whatsoever.
I think that's what's happening. Yeah.
yep.
Can
they're
we
gonna be
talk
pretty
about
happy
how-
about that one?
Can we talk about how M-Pen sounds like something very different?
Yeah.
I mean, I could say Magic Penetration, that's still sounds awful. Main
No, that's completely fine to say.
That's
Magic penetration.
far better than Impin.
Or Magic Pen.
Oh, okay. Well,
God,
Sandwich.
Kenji is just doing it. Are you know what I'm talking about, Rafa?
Yeah. No. I know what you're talking about. I've been memed on before by saying the full full phrases, and it's just like,
Yeah, I mean
Oh,
that's
okay.
fine.
yeah,
I mean Magic Pen is good enough, you know.
yeah.
If you're penetration phobic.
Real.
CB, making a great play on the top side of the map. My bud, punishing the fact that he didn't have flash before. Kisno with the Rift Herald immediately bouncing towards the top side of the map as well. We talked about how, hey, Kisno needs to get himself accelerated on gold, and Winthrop, low-key honest, I'm kind of curious why they took so long in trying to decide whether they wanted to go for Rift Herald or Dragon. And I think they were definitely strong enough to fight them at Rift Herald, but I don't know if they believed that. So they were like, hey, do we want to do this? No, I don't really want to do this. And they wasted a lot of time kind of in between both before eventually getting Dragon. And so now we should have already been like approaching second Dragon timer where Winthrop are now hitting like Yumu's Eclipse. Frost Force is probably going to have his Demonic Embrace in the next couple of minutes. That would have been like the big fight at second Dragon where you're like, okay, this is boom, we nailed this fight, and then we close out the game from here with this massive lead. But Kisno now is actually a really decent threat. I don't know when NEM9 comes online. I know when I play against Yones, it's usually super frustrating individually when they have shield bow, but I think they should still be somewhat manageable in team fights.
It could be.
Yeah,
I'm still concerned about this Varus.
Varus is kind of big.
Yeah.
He's going to be very strong. I don't know, I think it's still playable. Nim9 is farming well, he's about to finish his coal.
Yeah, Nem9, again, he's a very, very key piece in this one. Although the 2 kills on Wukong definitely help up an item now. As we've been saying about Wukong today, that champion's pretty good when you got an item lead.
Yeah, so Kisno stalled out really hard last game and only got Sunderer before the game ended. The 2-item spike on Wukong, he's easily where he's at his best. The Sunderer into Cleaver, he's crazy strong.
Yeah, it's really good.
Black Cleaver is really just super item efficient, really good for a lot of the junglers that are now seeing more play. Obviously, Vi benefits off of Black Cleaver now, since Chem Punk was the other rush item that you would get before you went Radiant Virtue, but now Black Cleaver into Radiant Virtue is just like, it's just so good for any bruiser that just wants to initiate and be an off tank afterwards.
Hit the Q!
Oh!
Hit the second Q!
Second Q! Oh!
Whoa!
You know,
Whoa!
so-
The ulti was...
Nobody
You know
noticed.
what's-
On that
Yeah.
skin, it looks like the W. It's fine.
You know what's funny? Just we saw like 45 seconds ago that both Kisno and Phenom roamed bot side, took time of their day to make sure that Last Dance and Sandwich could get a push in. And so Phenom had to dedicate teleport just to catch the wave, but it's like, hey, I'm willing to do this because right now our Seraphine center lane is not having the greatest time. And then Winthrop just wait for everyone to leave, and it's like, Last Dance, you no longer have friends here. And this is an unfortunate time for Last Dance in this game.
That was also really well timed out for them. Last Dance was about like 5 seconds away from having flash when that Varus ulti was thrown, so
Ooh.
there was very little chance that Last Dance would be able to dodge that one after the Karma Q went down.
Look at you, a little color caster, Samantha Praise.
It's almost like I'm an observer.
It's almost like you
She
started out
notices
as a
things.
color caster.
True.
Oh, look at that. You see that? See that right there?
The move speed?
The scuttle crab. This is something that has been bugging me recently. When you as the jungler stop hitting the crab, the pet doesn't know what to do. So it also stops hitting the crab. Every other camp in the game, it keeps hitting 2 times after you're done. But the scuttle crab, it walks, so then the pet is very, very confused, completely lost.
There's something weird about the Scuttle Crab too, where you can't A-click it. You can A-click every other camp in the game. Like if you just A-click the ground, you'll Oh, that's a good
Frost Forest!
Does he have another bandage toss? Does that
The
work?
Seraphine root.
Yeah, zoom out. Okay, as soon as Frost Force hits this, my
Mama Bud!
goodness.
Mama Bud's happy with that one.
My bud.
Oh, another shot?
Oh, swing and a miss. Yeah, Karma Q.
Oh my
good.
god.
Oh, here's
my
the barrel!
Oh, the flank!
Oh.
It was
But
not
it's okay.
quick, but it's
They got it
okay.
anyway. Oh,
They
fuck.
got the slow. It was for the slow,
There's-
y'all. Oh my!
Oh, the comment.
Oh.
Dude, Sandwich has had the most opportune barriers every single time they've approached like super lethal. I think like
Yeah.
had it not been for barrier, there's like at least 2 or 3 more times that they would have gone down. But yeah, this is very difficult for CB and Winthrop. I think have it in the bag. Now,
Certified bot gapper, I think.
yeah,
Real.
Shout out ZKG, by the way.
yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
ZKG
guys
is
remember
really
when
well.
when he got clowned on last year? Do you remember that?
I sure don't.
He was the target of such clownery that the likes of which I have not seen. Where he joined Champions Queue as a sub from one of the amateur teams, and he at the time was like Diamond 3 or something, and he hadn't played ranked in a while, and he like played AD with like 4JJ or something, and he was like generally like a bit out of practice. Since then he's actually been grinding a lot, and he did, I believe, hit Challenger that same season. But yeah, he got like completely shit on for nothing.
Is he the one who got like super bullied for like,
Yes.
oh, poor JJ queues up in
Yes.
Champ Queue and plays with these college kids who are diamond
Yes.
seekers?
That's the one. That's the one.
That sucks. I heard all of that. I didn't know that was about ZKG. That really sucks.
It was. And you know, there was that situation. Then he also in a similar vein had to like step up and sub in for Seawall like immediately after that. Which was also like a big like pressure moment for him. And yeah, it was like he went through the fucking ringer last year, and here he is smurfing in this game on the Varus. I just think that's really cool. I'm really proud of him.
No,
I don't really
mean,
know him that well either, but it's really cool.
Hey, I mean, these are the games that you get to really feel damn good about and have like statement confidence wins. Oh my god. Does he get to walk out?
I've
He
seen
doesn't
Mabud
have
Wendy's.
flash.
Oh.
I've seen Mabud Wendy's.
Oh, the
I've seen
sidestep!
Mabud
Oh! Oh!
It's the clip. It's the clip.
Nice.
That's
Okay.
my bud right there. Okay,
Oh, I
okay.
haven't seen Mabud Wendy's.
All right.
I do believe the moment is over. Hold on. Wait. There's no
Cooking.
way, right?
Oh, the trial by fire slow.
No,
Kiss
I-
doesn't have
no, he has
flash.
I think
W
it's
still.
done.
He has-
Yeah, it's
yeah.
done. It's done. That was crazy though. The double kill. Oh my god.
I got really hyped from a bud, and then I remembered that both. Oh well, Josh is not captain, but Cubby being my next door in the walls.
Oh, they're
roommate.
asleep still?
No,
It's
no, no, no,
noon.
no. They're casting challenges right now.
Way past noon. Oh, they're
Oh.
casting. Okay. Cubby is. I don't think Josh is casting today.
No, Josh is out playing Warhammer with some homies.
Oh, nice.
Cringe.
Yeah.
Cringe.
We're
Why play real Warhammer when you could play digital Warhammer?
I think he's playing with
Samantha's-
Jensen today. I'm pretty sure.
yeah, pretty sure.
Rafa,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you in a Blood Bowl. I'm gonna get you in a Blood Bowl. It's gonna happen.
Blood Bowl.
Blood Bowl's pretty cool.
What
As
is
much
that?
as I really
It's-
don't like football,
It's
I
football
do
in
like
the
Blood
Warhammer
Bowl.
universe.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I picked literally the worst class when we tried it.
Yeah.
Like, on a whim.
So Summer has played one game of Blood Bowl, and it
with
was
you.
against
I've
me.
played one game with you. Yeah.
And there's a team for each race, and Summer did pick one of the hardest races to play in her first game of Blood Bowl. And
Yeah, we looked
He
up
did
the
not
tier
go
list
well.
after. We looked up a tier list and it was literally ranked last.
oh
for,
wait,
like,
this is
the
a
power
Nim9
ranking.
moment. Oh,
I don't know about
never
that.
mind. Never mind.
The Seraphine auto attack. She
You know
is
what?
farming the barrels. Did you see
Last
that?
Dance. Yeah. That is, every single barrel, Last Dance had it timed perfectly. And
Yeah,
this
that was
is
good.
level 13 barrels too, so like
Those are fast.
Yeah. That was
fast
cool.
fingers.
Yeah, I mean, this game is still a bot gapper. And, like, him a bud found that 1v2 too. Like, oh my god.
I will say, as you see, like, there's still hope for CB, legitimately, because now their strongest divers are on 2 items now, and that makes it a lot easier to reliably assassinate ZKG. He has both sums, so it's going to be all about timing, about, okay, when we use this ultimate, do we have, like, I think as Nem9, you have to fish and try to burn sums from ZKG and then just back off and then wait for him to overstep again, and then you can look for all of your other long-range ultimate abilities.
Right.
You can't just commit everything all at once, otherwise it's going to be all for naught. And then you overcommit
I
and then you lose.
gotta pee. Samantha, you're the play-by-play while I'm gone.
Let's go.
Aye, aye, Captain. Rafa, how's your color?
You know, I'm doing the best I can.
How do you feel about them burning the Nash here? Do you think they're gonna get it in time?
Yeah, they're trying to. I think they're really just trying to force ZKG to approach them because they feel hopeful that maybe they can catch ZKG or one of the
Levana with the
backliners.
flash.
Okay.
Nim9 gets stunned up and gets killed before he gets snapped back. Kisno is in the front line alone. Wukong ulting, and Mabud is gonna be very low. Dodges out on the Seraphine Q there. ZKG forced the flash over the wall. Kisno,
That's his
no
flash
more
now.
ultimates. There's his flash.
Wait. ZKG.
ZKG is in
ZKG.
danger zone. Gets hit by the Cineroon.
Oh my God! It's
Sandwich
happening!
flashing in for the kill.
It's
This is the
happening!
fight. This is the fight.
The way that ZKG was forced and pincered between both threats of CB.
Oh, Kisno.
This is exactly what you wanted to happen from the side of CB. The Nem9 goes in first, finds Ivano, doesn't really find ZKG, but ZKG was on that right side flank, and then forced the flash, and as soon as that happens, you can tell that in comp CB is like, okay, Varus has no flash, just try to find another window. So now ZKG's
Mabud
gone, it's
fighting.
just all on Mabud.
The jungler. Mabud and Kenji pull out the savior play and take down Kisno. He's not going to be able to secure the Nash. And now it's all on the other foot. Frost Force is back alive. Nim9 goes really deep. Does get out of the Karma Q, so I think he's safe. But they could turn on the Baron here.
think probably at most they will just get vision laid down. They took the third dragon right before the Baron was started, and they have to wait for everyone to respawn and get resets in. But this is the next 3.5 minutes is a huge window where CB have to be extremely opportunistic. As soon as their ultimates are online, they need to go towards the Baron, run it back, force Winthrop to face check them again, because now they have something that does pull Winthrop over, and now ZKG has to be far more careful and checking where flanks could be had at, you know, where Phenom is going to be ulting from, where Kizno is going to be looking to approach, if Last Dance has like an awkward angle that they're looking for with the Encore as well. So ZKG does not have as much safety as he did before.
Poggers. I love Samantha Price play-by-play.
True.
Beautiful stuff.
I mean, now that you're back, there is a world where this game is actually winnable for CB.
Yeah, I heard it. I was, you know, I was peeing, and I heard Samantha's beautiful voice. And, yeah, it sounded like the fight was going pretty well for CB.
We need a counter
why
for
did it
how
get
many
so
times
quiet?
we
Yeah,
talk about
what's going
piss
on?
in summer streams.
Well, I went to the bathroom. Like, what do you want me to do?
Oh, nice side stuff from the bud. Oh my. Okay, Nem9 is getting to.
Yeah,
1v9
that barrel miss was
territory.
crucial. Very, very close. This is what I was talking about, though. Like, Nem9 can win this game from this position. Like, it's just really, really hard to do.
I think most of the heavy lifting has at least been done after that big fight. Although ZKG, his flash is coming off cooldown now. Cleanse is available, so it can at least dodge Seraphine ulti or like get out of Seraphine ulti.
I still think this is really hard for ZKG to navigate. Kizno
he
and
died while I
Nem9
was
have been
gone. I didn't
such a
notice.
threat.
Also, Jack Show on the Mumu instead of Radiant Virtue. What?
This is a battle of Mumu. Frost Force wants to battle.
I guess.
Doesn't care
You know
about
what item's really good at battling?
the one that gives you a bunch of healing for your team.
And ability haste.
Nah. Nah, no way.
That one's pretty good. Here, let's take a look at this. So this item gives you resistances and a little loop of health, right? This one gives you resistances. It also gives you, let's see, increases your max health by 360. It also heals everybody for the health that it gains you, and you get 20 ability haste. And it increases the healing by missing HP too. So the longer you're in the fight, the better it is. Also, I just hovered my mouse over this ward here, and I instinctively pressed H on it. Which is the key that my
working for
vision
you.
thing is bound for. Yeah. Ooh,
Phenom
they're retreating
with
from
the
the pit.
Ornal
Oh
D.
my.
Okay. Wait.
That's
Oh, Verisol.
a lot of cooldowns that don't really get much. That's, I guess they get the dragon and deny the soul.
Aaron's
But
gone too, though.
I think CB didn't believe that Winthrop were actually struggling to get in, because Winthrop were giving a lot of respect over to CB, but then as they started walking up, CB were like, okay, this is where we catch them. And so they burned 2 major cooldowns on ultis. A flash was burned as well, so Last Dance can't step up as easily anymore. So, like, yeah, Dragon is given, but no way to contest them at Baron. I think that's the better objective to get every single time.
Yeah. Cloud Soul not as important as the Baron, for sure. It also makes the Elder Drake spawn, which is kind of bad. So,
That is a win con you don't want to give over to CB.
yeah. 4-item Gangplank now. Actually doesn't have an armor pen item, but the thing with Gangplank is a little fun thing that he can do. You go over here, and then you look at this, and you see that it ignores 40% of armor anyway.
Nine found my bud. Oh, kid saved by the karma shifting from last second.
Phosphorus is gone.
Yep. Lots of poke coming in
The
on the
Senna
back end,
flank!
Oh, the
flanking
root!
Senna!
Or ulti.
This is, the Ornalt, at the very least, is going to heal everyone back up. So that's nice.
True. What can they do on the map to deny Ivana?
Oh, they're
Kenji
trying to
built the
they're
bad
cut him
item.
off.
No.
Oh yeah, Ivano's actually cut off here.
Yeah, he's gone for sure.
He
Oh, he
does
flashed.
a lot of damage.
Nah,
He's
there are
gonna go
5
down
people
though.
there.
I guess
That's
there's
a lot of sentinels.
yeah. I guess there was a world where Ivano believed that he could get to Kenji in time, and then they would just watch for E. But
I can't believe that this item doesn't do the heal shield thing anymore. It says it does in this tooltip, but it's bugged. It actually doesn't do that.
Oh, wait, what?
Oh
No.
my god.
It doesn't. He has Guardian Angel. It's okay, but
Yeah.
it doesn't. Yeah, if you shield an ally, it doesn't give them the Grievous anymore. You have to damage them yourself.
I guess
so
what
bad.
I was oh my godding over how much damage M9 does. Yone.
Yeah.
Oh, Nim9 is very much in a spot where he can win this game for his team.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Yone at this stage of the game always feels so disgusting to
Yeah,
play
level
against.
16 Yone with a Guardian Angel. He's going to build the Death Stance next. He's going to be super tanky, tons of Omnivamp.
And I think this is actually the part of the game where full armor starts to be a problem. Because
Yeah.
Amumu's not really keeping up like a Maokai would. So, is Kisno building an Infinity Edge?
Maybe a GA.
Oh, it's yeah. It's okay. It's a GA. I was like, he's got a pickaxe and a.
And a BF
Wait,
sword.
no. What is the BF sword doing? Because he's building Death Stance. That's what he's doing.
I think he was going to build Death Stance. 'Cause he had a pickaxe and the vest, and he has now bought the BF sword. That's the newest addition to his list.
Oh, so it's just.
So
both
I think
at
he's
the same time, I guess?
repurposing the vest into a GA. Yeah.
I see. It's weird. Yeah, Infinity Edge would be pretty bad, so I'm glad we decided that it's not that.
He does not have 40% crit.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad. This game, yeah, I mean, it did get really close all of a sudden.
I think we've hit the stage that I was worried about in the draft, where this poke is no longer lethal, and you have a lot of sustain coming out of the Seraphine in the center. It's really hard to make
Yeah.
any of it stick and be meaningful here.
I would have liked to see Mabud go like full in on the crit. I understand the Serpent's Fang, but I think only one person needs to get it. In fact, I would have preferred if ZKG got it of all people.
Yeah,
I think Mabud should have got it. Like, I think the priority for Gangplank to have it is like 3rd of all of those champions. It's kind of tough. It's a good item into Seraphine because I bet if we look at this, like, yeah, 2K on that one. Oh, this one hasn't done anything. Okay, well, maybe I'm.
They
wrong.
just
I think
bought
it's
it.
new. I think it's new.
Yeah, I think it's new.
All right. Frostforce for the past couple of ultis has only used it on like backline members.
Is
It's
it time?
dangerous.
He should really
Marisol
just use
landed,
it on
though.
M9. He's going back for the.
turn! Oh no!
Oh
Frostforce whipped his
no!
ult on everybody.
Oh champ! Oh
That's
champ!
a third bandage
The
toss miss.
flank from Kisno was huge there.
Yeah. Mabud's
CB
gonna
are
have a Yone on him pretty soon if he doesn't get this kill.
He's gonna get the Ornn, the Wombo triple combo.
he can't walk up.
JK,
He has
he
the
whiffed it.
bail. He has the
Yeah,
bail. he has the
Kisno's getting that
CB are doing
break
it.
now too.
They're catching
Kind of
Winthrop.
are.
They're catching Winthrop out.
Alright, this is the part where CB gets 4 Cloud Drakes and is actually the fastest champions to ever touch Summoner's Rift.
This is CB are pulling off what is an AoE gold moment right here, where they're just full sending it. They know they're down, and they just have to believe that it'll work out because it's like,
Like Pa Rappa. I
yep.
gotta do what? I gotta believe.
Oh my god, that's a throwback. But yeah, like when you're down this far, look at that sandwich already timing everyone's ultis cooldown. It's like, all right, guys, when this shit is all back up, we full send it for the boys. We full send it for the squad. We tie the series back up. It's best of threes, right? For qualifiers.
Yep.
Or
Best of 3.
yeah, we tie this shit back up and we give ourselves best of 3 silver scrapes moment.
All right. My bud is at full items on this gangplank. 80% crit.
No sums on
We've
ZKG
got,
either.
Yeah. Ooh, that's actually kind of dangerous. All right, Frost Forest, you got the flash, you got the ults. This is the angle. Here it is.
R flash,
There
R
it
flash.
is. Oh, he just chooses the R the Ornn, and he's really safe.
Yeah. Oh. And again.
Again.
Okay.
Ornn.
There.
Seraphine goes wide.
Frost Forest.
Cross Force might get turned on
in the
here.
middle of everybody.
No. I mean,
Ornn dies
you
here.
can see backline is
Oh,
just
he
being
doesn't.
conscious about Kisno ulti right now. Okay, they step out. Okay, there's no more engage tools. This is now where you can finally step up. If
Yeah.
you're-
Kisno's in a lot of danger.
If you're
All the
Winthrop.
engaged tools are gone. I
He's
think
going
Winthrop
to die.
wins. Oh, the knockup.
Oh, but my bud
Nim9
gets
Nim's
Ornn.
dead.
Nim9
Oh,
is
it's
gone.
over.
There it is. There it
There it
is.
is.
It's over.
There it is. This is the fight.
Really
Just
great
run it down
patience.
in-
They're gonna stop the back.
Wow.
Yeah. Really great patience from Winthrop there, because it is so scary, right? Like they dodged first the Seraphine ulti, then they dodged the Ornn ulti, but then there's still Cyclone, there's still Fate Sealed, and so you could see that like Frostforce is like, can we go in, guys? Can we fully commit? And the rest of the backline's probably like, no, we can't still go in. We have to wait for everything else. And so it's just it's this constant game of like baiting Kisno and Nem9 to be like, okay, we're committing, and it's like, psych, we're not committing, and all that while ZKG didn't have flash and he didn't get caught out. Good shit.
Well played. That 5v5
Yeah.
is so
Oh, great. That's gonna be the series.
GG's. GG's.
That was a fun game
That's
to
all
watch
the
by
games
the end.
today.
Yeah, I mean,
That's all of them. Wow.
props to CB for like honestly like kind of punishing Winthrop, whether it was them kind of disrespecting in terms of their positioning and threat assessment, or CB just legitimately just full sending it and just catching Winthrop by surprise. They made it close.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Damn. Well played game from Winthrop. Well, yeah, that's a quick 2-0-2-0 day. Wow. I guess we're done for the day. Thanks for being on the show with me, Samantha and Rafa. That was really fun.
Of course. Anytime. I
Rafa,
like
go
hanging
get
out
some
with my
food.
friend Summer.
Maybe
Yes.
take a nap or something.
Take a nap. Get some
That'd be good.
sleepies.
The Snorlax.
Get some honk shoes. Some memes.
And yeah, so for anyone who's a fan of any of the teams in Group C, unfortunately, CB Gaming did just lose out of the group. They are now out. They'll have to play in the next qualifier in March. Winthrop moves on to play against Team Ambition next, where they will maybe win, maybe lose. Whoever wins that series goes on to playoffs as the second seed. And Native Gaming already qualified before this, so that's pretty big. On the other stream, which is where we're going to send you right about now, it does look like Lit and ISU are in the middle of a very close set. Looks like that one's going to 3 games, so definitely tune into that. I'll drop the raid here. Any final words, Samantha or Rafa?
Stan Sudsy, Stan Duyan, Tony Top.
Great. Rafa, thoughts?
Thanks for having me on. Give love to everyone else who are running the open qualifiers, whether it's co-streams or casting streams, whatever. Like, I think the most beneficial thing for the amateur ecosystem right now is to get as many VODs available of these games as possible, so that no matter how it's done, as long as you can have like a clean feed of the game that you can go back and watch, it's important as we get closer and closer to the promotion relegation tournament at the end of April.
Cool. All right. Speaking of VODs, I think our VOD YouTube channel will be done pretty soon. It was supposed to be done last week, but I messed up some things. So hopefully that's done maybe later today even. But yeah, we'll see. I'll have updates on that on my Twitter and everything. So you can tune in there. But yeah, send you over to the Salty Runback Pod. Have a good day, everybody. See ya.
Bye.